Well, it's been quite a test for Everton recently, having taken on the top two in the Premier League table in the last two matches. It's now third place Nottingham Forest this afternoon here at the City Ground. But with the Blues earning an admirable draw last week against Arsenal, they might just feel that they're capable of taking something here today from the team that have surprised many this season, high-flying Nottingham Forest. And David Moyes makes three changes from last week's 1-1 draw against Arsenal. Nathan Patterson, Tim Irogbunam and Beto all dropped to the substitutes bench today. Vitaly Mykolenko returns from injury. James Garner is back in midfield. And Armando Broja makes his first start since early January, and he will lead the Everton attack. Players take the knee before we get underway here at the City Ground. And a man who spent 2 seasons on loan at Nottingham Forest will get us underway, James Garner. Everton recorded an excellent 1-0 win here last season, but Forest have been a different proposition this campaign, and David Moyes knows his side face another tough test of their credentials today. Harrison chasing. Harrison for Garner Gay. Garner Gay, he's found Broja. Garner Gay again. Blocked inside the penalty area. Everton have started well. On the front foot, and Broja's looking sharp. Stayed on side here. Just Garner Gay, whose contract runs out in the summer. Everton reportedly going to offer him another 1-year deal. Pickford finds Mykolenko. Now Garner Gay. Keeping it moving, Doucoure. And turn for Harrison. Harrison just dinks one into the penalty area. Iliman Ndiaye. Well, he claims he was held inside the penalty area. You could see what he was shaping to do. Probably try the overhead kick. Nico Williams certainly had a grip on Iliman Ndiaye. Broja kept the ball in play. Jack Harrison. Harrison goes for goal. Way off target in the end. Only has the one to his name this season, and that one wasn't threatening Matt Sells, that strike from outside the penalty area. Prepared to have a crack though. There's the owner looking on here at Nottingham Forest. Ndiaye out wide for Mykolenko. Now Doucoure. Iliman Ndiaye turning away from defenders nicely, wriggling his way into the penalty area and getting a shot away. It was one that was rather poked towards goal and straight at Matt Sells in the Forest goal. Just couldn't get any power on it in the end, Iliman Ndiaye. A bit of space for Broja to turn into. Harrison is wide. Doucoure making his way into the box. Harrison, oh, he slipped that in nicely for James Garner. Good shot and a decent save as well by Sells. Hammered goalwards by James Garner. It was a good move by Everton. And Garner was slipped in very nicely indeed and got his shot away. Decent save by the Belgian between the posts for Forest. Murillo. He slipped into the penalty area, a dangerous moment for Everton, but Pickford thankfully right behind it from Jota Silva. Iliman Ndiaye skips away from Williams. Ndiaye, and again escapes the challenge. Mykolenko up towards Broja, headed down, and Ndiaye can't turn it home. Neatly done by Everton, and Iliman Ndiaye very much involved. Comfortably done by Jake O'Brien, but here's Hudson-Odoi taking on Harrison. Hudson-Odoi into the penalty area, the header from Jota Silva, bounces down and straight through to Jordan Pickford. Automated offsides in use for the first time in the Premier League today. Now Doucoure for Everton. Harrison for Broja. Broja's is marauding his way through and towards the penalty area. Now uses Harrison. Harrison's ball in, and Ndiaye on target. Not the direction to beat Sells. But again, promise from Everton. Good ball in, and he was travelling backwards. Couldn't really get the power or the direction he wanted there, Iliman Ndiaye. Here's Chris Wood. Bringing in Moreno. Out it goes for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi pushed away by Pickford. Hudson-Odoi cutting inside onto his right foot and low down, pushed away. Well, that is half-time at the City Grounds. Everton with the better of the possession. Couple of Iliman Ndiaye chances, half chances really. Everton's best efforts, the one from James Garner that was saved by Matt Sells, and Pickford only really called into more difficult action late on. Can Everton find a way through in the second 45 minutes? At the break, Forest 0, Everton 0. On by Gibbs White. Chris Wood couldn't take it. Idrissa Gana Gueye does before he's forced out of it by Elliot Anderson. The stronger of the two there. And Anderson tries to play Hudson-Odoi in, who checks in onto his right foot. Straight at Pickford. It was an opportunity, it opened up for him. And Pickford was right behind it. In fairness, it was straight at Jordan Pickford, so simple enough save for the Everton goalkeeper. And now Iliman Ndiaye getting in at the other end, and it'll be battered away by Murillo. Well, the applause from Iliman Ndiaye for the long ball from Tarkowski, and he was almost in. No real surprise. Armando Broja has worked hard without reward really, and Beto is his replacement. Well, Charlie Alcaraz is going to come on for Everton. Second change made by David Moyes, and Iliman Ndiaye makes way. So Alcaraz with his chance to impress. Decent one into the 6-yard box, away by Williams near post, on by Anderson. Gana Gueye across, and he lofts it back in, and it breaks here for O'Brien. Well, Everton appealing for handball initially, and O'Brien's shot took a touch on the way and brings Everton another corner. Charlie Alcaraz again. Gana Gueye. Harrison. Faced by Alex Moreno. He's got the room to get a ball in. It's a good ball too. It'll be picked up by Doucoure. And the block from Williams was enough. Doucoure thwarted. Harrison's ball in initially was a good one. Nico Williams is feeling the pain. Harrison did well, and Doucoure got his shot away, and Williams threw himself at it. He blocked in a place he didn't really want to block it with. Forest and Everton locked at 0-0. Everton, the draw specialists, may be on their way to another. Having drawn 6 of the last 8 Premier League games and 5 of the last 6. They're coming forward here though with Alcaraz. Alcaraz, chance here, Doucoure, he's played it back inside. Harrison, he's lifted it over the crossbar. That was a chance for Everton. They had numbers forward, and Harrison in the end turned and lifted it with his left boot over the crossbar of Matt Sells. Into Beto, Doucoure. Harrison. Support from O'Brien. Harrison plays it in. It's away as far as James Garner. He scuffed it wide. James Garner cannot find the back of the nets against his former club. Fell to him nicely here, and he got it all wrong. Harrison, who's seen a lot of the ball today and had plenty of delivery into the box. Everton just haven't had that final ball to unlock the Forest defence. The 3rd minute of stoppage time at the City Ground. Williams with the corner, headed away. Picked up by Ilanga. Now Murillo. Poor touch from him, and Dwight McNeil steals possession. This is a big chance for Everton on the break. It's slipped all the way through. It's a big chance, and it's a winning goal. Doucoure for Everton in the 4th minute of stoppage time. Everton winning on the road, and those fans go wild. What an end to this game. The Forest error punished. What a wonderful feeling that is. A late winner. You can't beat it. Murillo's error. Dwight McNeil pounced. And that ball for Doucoure saw him place it superbly beyond Matt Sells. And that is just pure delight for those travelling Evertonians. It doesn't get better than winning a game in stoppage time. On we go. What a win for Everton that is. A late winner, and doesn't it feel good? David Moyes will be ecstatic.